So welcome to today's Take 5. Obviously yesterday we had about a Take 7. We went a little bit
Take
over.
7? You said it was like take 6.
Well, I think it's probably more like Take 7.
No.
Which is a complete number in Hebrew.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe we should be doing Take 7s rather than Take 5s.
We're
Just
going to make
saying.
this one shorter, is what Dom is.
That's what I'm
getting
trying to
to.
say. But so far, just to recap, we've looked at forgotten God in the sense that we have the propensity to forget him. We've looked at the forgiving nature of God, that when we turn to him, he is forgiving. Yesterday, the extended one was to do with the fury of God, the furious God.
Ooh, yeah.
And today we're moving on to our fourth and final, not our fourth and final, but
Our fourth.
our fourth and penultimate. That's the word I'm looking for. Our fourth and penultimate reading for this week, which is Isaiah 25 to 26. So if you haven't read it, pause this video, go and check it out, and come back, because today kind of lifts a little bit, doesn't it? Because yes, it was quite heavy. Today it lifts somewhat. So we're going to look at something from there. Do you want to share with us your thoughts?
Okay. So
by the way, I've been loving your thoughts this week, Luby.
Oh,
Thank you so
thanks,
much for
Dom.
sharing with us.
Yesterday we looked at this pretty heavy passage of the furious God. But within there, actually, there was a bit of hope. So I'm going to kind of connect it to what was in yesterday's message a little bit. But Isaiah 24:14 talks about a remnant that will exist throughout this time of the earth's destruction. There will be a core of people who actually will turn their hearts and affections towards God, who won't be burned up in the same way that God talks about in the devastation of the earth passage in Isaiah 24. And really, that's who we're looking at now in Isaiah 25:26. It is this core group of people, the remnant that will rise up during this time, which, you know, is the church, right? Like this is who we are. This is the people of God of the future and of the present. But he talks about in Isaiah 26:3. Is that 26:3?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
26
great
verse
passage.
3.
And I'm going to steam through it because we are quite pressed for time. It's a song of praise. And he says, "You will keep in perfect peace him whose mind is steadfast because he trusts in you." Trust in the Lord forever, for the Lord is the rock eternal. I love this idea of what it means to be steadfast. And certainly that's what the church needs to be as the remnant. We need to be steadfast.
Absolutely.
We need to be fixed. We need to be unwavering. Not in who we are, not in our strength, but actually it says whose mind is steadfast because they trust in you.
Yeah.
So our trust needs to be fixed and firm and focused on God, and that will hold our mind steadfast. And it's only when we have a steadfast mind that really we can withstand everything that's coming towards us as the church. I mean, it's not an easy time to be the church. There's a lot going on in the world right now, isn't there, that's just ripping the church
Big
apart.
time.
It requires a steadfast mind, and a steadfast mind fixed and holding firm to the trust that we have in God, knowing that God is so good, he is so faithful, and he is so present with us.
Which leads us on to our fourth F for today. So we've had forgotten God, forgiving God, and furious God. Today is faithful God. He's a faithful God. And I think just on what Luby Lou was saying there a minute ago, is that God is looking for a faithful people. That we see that in Isaiah 26, that you will keep in perfect peace all who trust in you.
Yeah.
That the perfect peace is the inheritance of those who proactively choose to be faithful.
That's right.
And so our faithfulness should be motivated by and inspired by the faithfulness of God. He is the example of faithfulness. And so we should be so... It's like that passage in the New Testament, I think it's in John, that we love because he first loved us. That actually we are able to be faithful because he was first faithful. And so today, as you go about your kind of work, school, college, whatever it is you're doing, just remember that you serve a faithful God, and he blesses and preserves and prospers those who are faithful.
That's right.
So let's be that remnant today. Let's stand firm in these challenging times with all these kind of cultural wars and all the stuff that's playing on around us. Let's be a faithful people of God as we head into our Thursday. And by the way,
I was going to say, how much tea have you got
nearing
left?
the end. I think I might finish tomorrow.
Oh, so you're beating me on coffee, to be fair.
I'm enjoying it more and more. Although the last drink was a bit like pond water. Not gonna lie, pond water with Canderel, so there was an upside. But anyways, we look forward to seeing you tomorrow as we explore the last F. Have a blessed day.